All right, guys, I got a Honda Accord here. I'm sure you guys are able to open everything up, but we got a problem with the key here. Okay, check this out. This key turns good. This key doesn't turn. See, it turned it out, but now it doesn't turn. So sometimes this key just won't turn. We got bad wafers inside the ignition. I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna fix this, but we gotta take the whole thing apart. Okay, you see this? Look at that. The key won't turn. We have a 30 key here. 30 key is good. So they're all the same, okay? The keys are the same. The key is not the issue. The problem is the ignition, okay? Because sometimes it turns beautiful. So we're going to open this up, everything, and we're going to get the ignition out of there, and we're going to drill a couple of holes and fix everything up for you guys. And you'll know how to fix that. The key doesn't go in the ignition. It does. Sometimes it will feel stiff and hard to get it in there, and turning will be the issue. So whatever the scenario is, you guys should be able to fix this if you can get the pieces. Anyways, let's take all this off, and then we'll put this on the table. Okay, so we got the ignition out. We took off the front cylinder head right here. This is the antenna. It has a couple of bolts, so I'm sure you guys are able to do this. What we're going to do is we're going to get that little locking pin out of there. You see that in there? So we're going to drill a hole right beside it so we can get more gap, and then we can lift that out. But if you could get that out somehow, some way, even using it like a sheetrock screws, put it in there, get it out somehow, some way, it's all up to you. But we're going to probably put a hole right next to it. We're going to use 1/16 bit right here. Right, is this what we're drilling right here?
Next to it.
Right next to it. Okay, right here.
You gotta be really soft, because when you're drilling into this thing, I broke in one bit.
Okay, because it's a sensitive, small. Okay, it's flexible pretty much. All right, go ahead. Be comfortable. He's going to do it right here. Another thing I want to tell you guys is make sure you keep your key in there, because when this cylinder comes out, all the wafers will fall off, and then there's no way finding out which one is which.
Yes. So wait, before you call it,
because we got a little bit of sport with RC tires, and we're just going to be careful. Now, when we do this, it's moving. Once you do this, instead, like that, it'd be nice. It won't move now. You want to let it go? You can hold it yourself. Go ahead. Okay, in a moment, we're going to have a hole in there. Okay, so we finished drilling a hole right there. So we can pick this guy out of there like this. So the purpose of that hole is to give you better leverage and get that letter. It's moving aside, come up a bit. Okay, there it is. Okay, can you grab it with your hand? The little guy, do not lose this little guy. Okay, now we put the key in. Once you put the key in, your cylinder should come out. There you go. Do not take out the key from here on. We still got to drill a hole in here, right?
You can take the key on because it's
not
gonna...
Yeah, okay, so we can take out the key states. And it's not going to come out. But once we drill everything and this comes off, do not take out the key, because once you're ready to pull out the little cylinder underneath this. So this comes off. Save it to the side. There's a spring there. And this guy comes off, and there's a small little pin. Do not lose that. Yeah, you can't lose that either. Okay, I see little metal particles coming out of here. Let me see this.
No, because that's where the drilling.
Okay, maybe that was the drilling?
Yeah.
Or is it coming from inside? Okay, we're going to clean this baby out. Okay, go ahead. So what we need to do now is
we're gonna have to drill down here.
we're gonna have to drill a hole here, right in here, so we can push.
We gotta push this pin out.
We're gonna push that pin out, but I think we could do it another way. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna drill a hole. See that pin inside? There's a little pin in there, right there. We're gonna drill a hole right up above here, so we could tap it out of there. All right, so we're gonna drill right about. We're gonna drill right about. Right up above that.
Just make sure. You know what?
That's the spot.
Let me just make sure.
Can we show right where the spot is at? Okay, so we drill the hole right there, right above where that pin is at. Right up on the top. Okay, we did two hole, we made a mistake, so you're gonna have to do this one right here, closer to this edge. Okay, we're gonna punch right through now. Use this. So you need a punch. Let me see this punch. This look like what number is this? 1/16.
You good? Do the
Can't see. Make sure the cylinder don't come up with the key in.
No,
22. I don't want to be here 3 hours trying to fit goes where. There you go. There we have it. Save this baby in here too, okay? It's a larger one. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the key in. Keep the key in there because you don't want it lose all the wafers and they go out of shape. So look, these look too high, right? This is all worn out. Let's see the other side. See this guy right here? This could have been the trouble. Okay, look, it's broken pieces in there. So same issue. Okay. All right, so what are we gonna do here? Gonna clean it really well.
Clean it. We're gonna
blow air on it. I'm gonna hold it, blow air on it.
We can take each of them out.
Inspect them.
We'll also write the code. Okay. You know, the wafer. So in case it comes out, we already have it.
Okay.
And then whatever wafer is damaged, we'll replace it.
Okay, so what we did was we pulled out each side of the cylinder has a wafer. Each one has a number on it. If you look very closely, camera's not gonna pick up on it. Okay, each one has a number on it. So what we did was we got the code for this, and the kit we have is gonna determine which wafer goes where. So even if you mix everything up, we should be able to find out just by this code. So that's why we say keep the key in there, because you don't want to pop everything out, because these will fly out because they got springs in there. So keep them in order. If you can do the little coding here just like that, you see this side has 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He kept this in order too. So and the other side has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots, and we had 6 wafers here, or 5. I'm sorry, 5, 6. One was empty. So this one was empty here.
And then this one, you said it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, and this side has 5. So 5 and a 5. One is empty, and that one is empty. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out the springs, and we're gonna blow air and clean everything in here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we clean this up. We clean this up really good. Blow some air in it. Parts cleaner. We're gonna lube it up with some Liberty oil. Very good stuff. This is that kit, wafer kit. If you get your hands on this, you're lucky. So it got a lot of springs, a lot of this stuff. Okay. So what we're gonna do is you're not gonna see me doing it, but each one we're gonna just show one. You know what? Let's just do one on the camera, and then you do the same thing for the rest one. Okay, so which slot are we on right now? We are on a slot that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's do that.
You want to do the other side? So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first one is empty. This one is empty. So let's go ahead and put a spring and a wafer number X1. So we're going to go to number 1. Let's pull out our wafer. And I'm going to show you the number on the wafer. That's how you say wafer or wafer?
Wafer, tumbler.
Wafer, tumbler, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let me show you guys. So we're going to go ahead and replace them all. Because out of this, only probably was 2 that was fine. And but we're going to change them all. So this is what they look like. So if you can see, there's a number right there, X1. So if you don't have this code, you messed it up, you took it apart, you don't know which one goes where, you're never going to find out. Springs are usually always good. So we're going to reuse the spring. Okay, there you go. That's the spring. So the spring sits on one side. Spring is going to sit
On the top.
On the top, on the edge right there. And it will sit over here on the wafer. So this is X1 here. Here goes nothing. There you go. And it should be flush, nice and smooth like that. We'll put oil at the end. All right, so do that for all of them. And this last one, you have to match up because they do not, even though it says X1 on it, but you would have to match up according to what it looked like. Okay, this one, if you look at it, what's the difference here? What's the difference? What am I seeing here? Different. Can we put this a little bit down?
Mm-hmm.
Let's put this lid a little bit down. Okay. Are they the same?
It's not this one. It's not this one. So it's one of these two.
Okay, so this one looks the same.
It's this one.
It looks the same if you put it right on top of it.
Yeah, hold up. Yeah.
Okay, right there.
That's that one.
Well, what's the difference here then? According to
those have that has pointy ears, and it's flat on the top, flat on the top, flat on the top.
Okay, this one has like a little curved up legs.
No, right there. Look at the top. You see, it's flat.
Which means what's flat?
Right here. You see that? It's flat.
Oh, okay. You see this one has like a little notch here.
Yeah.
This one has a little notch, but this one is straight curved up. It's like nice and oval.
Yep,
so it's definitely this one right here. Perfect. So all right, we're gonna finish this out and then we'll show you once the cylinder is done. Okay, so we finished everything out. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna attempt to put the key in, but don't pull out the key because everything will just go flying. Just try to keep your finger on top. Okay, slowly. Put your finger. You have to guide them a bit because they're not inside the cylinder yet. This is just a test. Or we should put in the cylinder and try, right? Okay, now we got the key in. He's going to try to turn it. There you go. It turns. We're going to try another key. Take that one out. You might not be at the proper spot, but that's fine. Once we get the cylinder installed, the key will come out at the proper spot. There you go. Perfect. There you go. And it turns. Okay, that's it. That's all done. So usually these wafers, they get chipped right from the tip. So that's the problem there. Like you can see right there, they chipped. So that's all you need to replace. Once everything goes back together, it should be smooth. Okay, here we are. After we're complete, keys go in, key turns. Some of these keys are bad. We already told the customer, but all the wafers are pretty good now. But this key is kind of bad, but it turns. Once it's in there, it turns. Okay. This little key here goes in. He got the rubber on, so the rubber is giving us trouble. But other than that, the key is fine. Anyways, there you have it. Done deal.